All right, so let's begin India admission topic. So last year we started India admissions and we really got good response. So this year also we are expecting a huge amount of applications for both online as well as campus admissions since Indian academic year is going to begin soon. So we should be prepared enough for it. So when we talk about India admissions, we have both the options, online admissions as well as campus admissions. Now, online admissions is not distance learning or self-paced program. In online admission, students have to take classes. Yes, classes will happen, but online, but during weekends only, right? And in campus, students have to go to the college on daily basis, how regular classes will happen. So these are two different concepts that we have. So both the process are also different. So we'll understand each process one by one. So let's begin with online India admissions first. So in online India admissions first, what we do is, first of all, there is a rolling intake concept. So when we talk about rolling intake, that means the admissions happen 2 to 3 times in a year. So initially, the classes or the batches are formed. Let's say once the batch, all the slots are filled, then for that batch, the classes will start. And this round will happen 2 to 3 times in a year. So windows are open for 2 to 3 times. That is why we call it as rolling intake. Because we know Indian academic year starts from July onwards. July, August, September, these are the months when the new session begins. Only those particular time period. But in online, there's no restriction like that. Second thing is the payouts. You will get the quickest payouts here within 1 month of taking the admission process. You don't have to wait for longer months. Also, the payouts are available on every academic year when the student is going to pay the fees. Let's say if a student has enrolled for bachelor's degree, which is for 3 years, so for all the 3 years, your payouts will be released. So that's again a plus point. And yes, we are providing the highest payouts to the channel partners in this industry in India so far. Yes. And apart from that, we have tied up with top universities. International students can also enroll. When I talk about universities, we have IITs and IIMs as well, which offer programs, online degrees to the student and the working professionals too. So most of the universities which we have tied up, they are recognized by UGC and AICTE, and plus various other recognitions are there like WS, NACC plus. So all these recognitions will be mentioned on the degrees of the student, right? And the best thing about online admission process is lead lock system is there. Now, what is lead lock here? Lead lock means whenever a student registered through your platform for into any university for online admission, so the student's information will go into the university's database through your CRM. Now, whenever the student is going to take admission, whether telling you or not telling you, so whenever this admission is happening, the lead is already registered under your name in that university CRM in their database. So whenever admission happens, you will be eligible for payouts. So that's what we call lead lock system. The lead is registered under your name. So whether the student directly approaches the university also without informing you, you still will be eligible for payouts. Now, how to do that? Let's see this. Now, before we start, let's see the type of degrees the student are going to get. Yes, there will be proper convocations happening. Students will be given proper degrees in the ceremony, right? Now, who is your target audience as per this process? First of all, the working professionals. Any working professional, those who are looking for proper appraisals, increments, promotions, or they want to switch their domain, they want to explore new opportunities. So, in this case, without quitting their jobs, without taking a career break, they can enroll themselves into online degrees where they don't have to attend classes every day. The classes happen only on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, sometime evening classes only, right? So in this case, the working professionals can have another degree while they are working. Then we have the dual degree concept. In India, the students are allowed to do 2 degrees simultaneously. It is legal. So one degree, if they have enrolled themselves into the college, the second option, they can keep it online. That will be valid. Then if any student is preparing for entrance exam, competitive exams, or if a student, they don't want to show a gap year, right, in their profile. So simultaneously they can enroll themselves into the online degrees and then it will be not considered as a gap year during that time. Then we have some of the students where there is some geographical barriers, right? Especially the students staying in the remote areas, suburbs, or the towns and the villages where infrastructure facilities are not that great. Especially they have the schools till 10th or 12th, but they don't have colleges or universities there. So in this case, most of the female students, especially in this case, they have to quit their education because parents don't allow them to relocate themselves to cities for higher education. So in this case, if they can enroll themselves into online degrees, so they can continue their education from the comfort of their house and they need not to relocate also. Then we have is some technical diplomas. So if any student wants to convert their diplomas into degrees, so online degree can be a better option. The only difference here between the normal degrees and technical programs here would be these technical programs require practicals, right? So practical subjects are there, so they need lab assistance, right? For this, they have to go to the center in order to take those exams and lab practice. Rest of the exams happen online for them, right? It will be told to the students in the beginning, right? So these are some of the scenarios which can be your target audience, how to generate the leads. And now the best thing about India admission process is you are not supposed to do the counseling also. We have a separate team here for India admission process. So your role is generate the lead, brief the student about the process, how we do, and then give the access of your portal to the student web page where student can explore the options, get university information, and whichever information or university they are interested, they have to click on the apply now button in front of university to register. Once the student register themselves, they will get a call from our India admission counselor. So they will speak to the student on your behalf. They will do the counseling, understand the requirement, tell them the budget. They provide all the assistance required for admission process, eligibility criteria, possibility, batch starting. All this information will be given, and then the student will enroll and you will be eligible for payment. So that's how the process works. So counseling also will be taken by the India admission counselors. Now, what's the curriculum and how it works? So first of all, this every student who is going to enroll with each university, they will get one LMS from the university, Learning Management System, where all the content is published. Semester-wise content is also available on their platforms, right? And all the syllabus and entire session details. When the sessions are going to be conducted, with the dates and proper links will be available so that student can block their calendars accordingly. In the same LMS, there will be a job board. Student will get a job assistance also, placement opportunities from these universities, where student can click on job board in their LMS and they can apply and see the virtual, you can say recruitment process as possible. And if a student doesn't want to go virtual, they can join the campus drives also of these universities. They are eligible. So they will also have this provision of interview preparation, resume preparation, alumni connection, networking, placement drives, everything will be there. So which will help the student, right, in the further career. Apart from that, every student will get one dedicated counselor from the universities, and those counselors will help the student with the orientation in the first week, and throughout their academics the student will be in touch with the counselor. If they have any challenges or they face any difficulty, they will always be in touch with them, right? And the exams will happen online, so it will be done through proctored exam systems and assignments. Every university has their own criteria, so all these things will be clearly mentioned under the program details, right? Now, as I mentioned, we do have IITs and IIMs, but their process is little different. Now, since we are talking about IITs and IIMs, right, they have a reputation, right? So, first of all, there is criteria to take admission. So, they have an entrance test requirement. So, student must qualify the entrance test, and to clear that entrance test, it's not that difficult, to be honest. The sample test will be given from our side to your student. They have to prepare and they have to appear in the online entrance test organized by these universities. On the same day of the entrance test, they have to appear in the interview as well. So once the student clears this interview, then they will get the admission. Now, these classes and the sessions will happen in batches, in the cohort structure. Like in one batch, slot, like batch 1, 2, 3 are there. So in the first batch, if all the seats are filled, the classes will start accordingly. So they have batches, right? Not every month they start the classes for them. Then the students have to go to college for the first 5 days of the admission for the curriculum, for the orientation, where they have to go to the main IIT IM campus where they're going to take the online degree, right? So orientation week will happen, and they will have the last 5 days of the curriculum also in the campus. They have to stay there for 5 days where convocation ceremony will happen for them. Along with that, networking, alumni connection, placement drive. So all these things will happen in the IITs and IIMs. Plus, the student will also get the IIT and IIM email ID, like how the other regular students are getting on campus. They will have the access to the all the alumni connections. They will have the proper record ID from those colleges, like that. And we have is there is one IIM Vishakhapatnam is there for the international exposure. We take the student for 5 days to Dubai also for the international exposure. So total 15 days of program they have in IIM Vishakhapatnam, but other IIMs and IITs they provide 10 days on campus. In the first 5 days beginning and the last 5 days on the campus again. So here the classes will happen online for sure, but a student has to go to the test center because they will not share their content and they will not provide the content to any person randomly, right? So here the classes will happen, but the student has to go to the exam center or the training center. Every city has their training centers. So the classes will happen in the evening, 7 p.m. online. They will be given proper headsets and system where they will conduct the classes. Except IIM Indore. IIM Indore is providing online classes which you can take from your home also. But for other IITs and IIM, student has to go to the possible test center in their city, which they will get the information once they are enrolled, right? And yes, when it comes to so IIMs and IITs will give you the flat 70,000 payouts. For any IIT IIM program, if a student is enrolling, you will be getting the flat 70,000 payout that is fixed by those universities, right? So this is how the IIT and IIM online works. Entrance test must. So what is the weightage of criteria? So out of 100%, 45% weightage is of your entrance test marks. Then 50% weightage is of personal interview, and the remaining 5% weightage is given to the female candidates also, right? So that's how the criteria is. Now let's see the process. Very simple. First of all, where to find this India admission? So you have web page and you have the CRM. So on your web page, which you will get, so on the top, if you can see, there will be option of India admissions, right? On the top. And in your CRM, it will be here, India colleges. You will find all the options. So once you click on it, either of the options, then you will see both the options, campus as well as online admissions. Now, online admission, what's the process? First, the student will explore the platform and they will see the options available. And if they're interested, the lead lock system will work. And then academic counseling will be done by the academic counselor here. And after that, once the admission happens, so you can track the student status in your CRM as well. And once the closure happens, you will get a notification. And finally, it is time for you to track your payments. So let's see. So first one, let the student click on that India colleges and they will see the option India admissions like this. They will click on this and this search engine will open. It's a very simplified basic search engine. Here student has to write their program which they're looking for, and if they have no idea, they want to see options, there is a drop down arrow here. They click on it and there's a long list of programs offered for online education in India. We have certificates, we have diplomas, we have degrees, and we have PhD programs as well. Now, PhD degrees online are not provided by Indian universities. UGC has a limitation. So, UGC does not allow its universities to provide online PhD degree. Indian universities are not allowed. So, when we talk about PhD program, we have tied up with the foreign universities which offer online PhD degree to the students, right? Like Golden Gate is there, Deakin University we have, then Birchwood. So such kind of universities will be offering online MBA programs, right? So student can select any of the program of their choice, and if they know specialization, they can select from these specialization options and click on search. And now here we have some readily available tabs to be used. These are the most common programs which are inquired by the students on our portal. So if they click on this also, directly they will see the entire list of universities which are offering online MBA program. Let's say student is looking for MBA online. Then they will, once they click on search, all the colleges which are tied up with us for online admissions for MBA program will appear. And each college will have the details in front or under their name. So student need not to go to any official website to compare the data. Everything is intact at one place. So once they click on this, then they will see these kind of details under every university name at single page. So this is one of the university, Narsi Monji, NMS. And here you can see UGC, NIRF, NACC plus recognitions are there. It is online MBA program. Total fees they have mentioned 80 plus specializations. And if a student clicks on the sample degree, the pop-up will happen and the online sample degree will appear on their screen. They will see what kind of degree they are going to get. If they click on faculty, then they can see the professors and the mentors, those who are going to provide online degree with their designations, the list of professors. And if they click on placements, they can see the name of the corporates, MNCs, which are going to offer job opportunities to the student from this university, those who are doing MBA. So this basic information is readily available on our platform, and this information is not manually entered. We have it is hyperlinked with the official website of each and every university. So whatever information is available on official website of university, it will reflect here. And if any changes are happening in the official website of university under for this program, same will reflect in the real time on our portal as well, right? And here in the corner in the right, you can see there are two options. One is blue button. Now this blue dot means it is a tied up university. So wherever you see this blue dot, that means it's a tied up university. And for India admissions, we are doing only the tied up colleges. We are not doing non-tied up, only tied up options you can see with us. And now there are two options underneath. One is apply, second is prospectus. Now, if a student wants to download the prospectus for detailed information about this university, they can download. It will be in the PDF form uploaded by the universities. And once everything is done, they are interested in 2, 3 colleges, let's say. Now it is time to register. That is the lead log they have to do. So if they click on this apply button here on the in front of each university, then this form will open. Now this is very simple, tiny form with basic information of a student that we need. That is student's name, their email ID, mobile number, alternate mobile number also we have added, and candidate location. That's it. After this, they will click on this apply now. Now, once they submit this form, two things will happen. First of all, the lead will reflect in your CRM immediately. It will appear. You don't have to enter manually. And also the same lead will reflect in India Admission Counselor's desk also under your name, right? So that they can discuss the case with you and provide the academic counseling. This is one thing. Second thing is student will also get a notification on their mobile number, which they have entered here from the university, right? From the university where they clicked on apply in front of that university. So that university will send an SMS to the student on their number, which they applied here. So it will mention that your registration is successful. Now, this is what we call lead log. Now, whenever the student is going to take admission in that university online, your payouts will be released. You are eligible for payouts. So, this is what we call lead log system. Till here, if you have any questions, please ask.
I have a question on this lead log. While I see the basic information is about the name of the candidate, email,
Hmm.
mobile number, location.
Yeah.
So these will be the identifications for the student for this lead log. Now, if the student is, probably had put it here and going directly to the university,
Yeah.
the name can be, I mean, you can have three people with three same names like this thing, and the email address and mobile number can be given differently. So what is the method of identification that my lead log is protected with the basic outline criteria for identification, which looks little loose to me?
Okay, first of all, in online India admission, the entire registration will not happen with the name or anything. It is only the mobile numbers. That is one thing. So that is why in the revised form in the portal, we have added alternate mobile number as well. So if a student has two phones, or if they're using the family parents number also, so they have to enter at least two mobile numbers. So the student, if even if they try to outsmart you, they have to give an alternate number. So how many numbers they can create? Right, so that's how. So that is the system in India works. The registration will happen with the mobile numbers only, not with the name, not with the email ID, not even Aadhaar card or any other proof. That's the system, right? So that is why we are giving alternate mobile number options, so that if a student wants to outsmart us, then they again have to think about another phone number, or they have to buy another number, which they might do or not do. That is different thing. So that's how we can protect at the first place. But again,
Where is the
if they're
alternate
very
mobile number
same, this is, I told you, in the portal we have revised this form. So under
Okay.
the candidate mobile number, there will be alternate mobile number option also. I'll show you tomorrow in the portal. Okay, so they can do that. So in this way, the lead will be registered. But yes, if the student really wants to outsmart you, then obviously there are no possibilities. There is no guarantee in this case then. If they are not registered and they're using different mobile numbers, we cannot help in this case. Right?
Ma'am,
Ji.
in IIT and IIM, personal interviews will be taken at the campus only or online
Online,
interviews will be
online, because entrance test is also online, interview will also be online. On the same
Okay.
day, both the
And
things will
you
be
told
done.
that classes, okay. And you told that classes happens in every in evening in centers, right?
Yeah, only on Saturday,
In every
Sunday,
city.
weekend. Yes,
Yes, in every cities, right?
yes.
So what are the centers, or in all the cities these centers are available?
Yeah, so how they do it, IITs and IIM, so basically sometimes they go to some schools or some educational institutes. So where they can, okay, why don't you make, because since evening this building is not used, so you can make it our center. So it depends. So at the time of admission, you will be informed where you have to go and take classes in your city. So that information will be told, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can we know that in our city is there any IIM or IIT centers?
That information will be only provided by once you take admission. At the time of that, they will inform you the test center or the class center, because that information
Okay,
is
you don't have.
limited. No, we cannot, because they might sign up any new institute in the city. Maybe let's say we are in Bangalore. In Bangalore, they might have one or two centers, right? So they will inform later in the interview.
Okay.
Once every process is done, during that time you will get to know.
Okay, then.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Because these are not the official buildings of IITs and IIMs I'm talking about. They can take on contractual basis, right? They will just take one building on rent, and they will tell, okay, this is the center where you have to go, this building name and this organization name. So there we are conducting the classes, right?
Okay. And ma'am, you told that we are giving PhD degrees from foreign universities only, right?
Online only. Yes, it will be online degree from foreign universities only. Indian universities won't provide PhD.
So it is valid now if anybody does PhD, takes PhD degree from foreign universities and wants to go further in India,
After
right? Want to become a professor, and then their degrees will be valid,
that
right?
depends. That depends. Exactly. That depends. You need to check with.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Jennifer, please go ahead.
Ma'am, I have some urgent, some personal problems. So can I leave this class? You can send me the mail, please. It's
Sure.
urgent.
Yeah, and please go through the recording today itself so
Yeah,
that tomorrow you can
definitely.
understand. Yeah. All right.
Definitely. I'm so sorry about it. I had
That's
to go.
fine. You can drop off. So
Thank you so much.
so till here, any questions, anyone?
I just have one question. I just want to understand the value addition of this particular portal from Edu Milestone, or for that matter, as a channel partner, since the link will be basically eventually going to the main university website, because you said that it is hyperlinked. So what is the value addition of this particular thing? Why, I mean, student can come basically see the thing, okay, maybe the lead lock, or maybe I'm just saying that, is there any additional value addition which is happening through this portal for a student? Or is it
Yeah.
that property I mean, the only thing I can look at is that maybe the first page where, he has the filters and stuff like that to understand. That would be something where it is like a search engine which provides him a relevant information. But once I've shortlisted and I'm moving forward and it's going to the same university page, is there any additional value addition which is through this particular portal for a student to stick by, as a stickiness and stuff like that?
Okay, so let's say there are two categories. One student is coming to you, and another student, they just took information and they did not register or anything. They say, it's online, so everything is available online. They can do anything on their own. So here what we are providing is, first of all, we are providing academic counseling, which will include all the things. So in the academic counseling, we help the student in clearing their confusion, that which college and university works best for them. Are they eligible or not? Write that. And taking admission plus the loan assistance also we are providing. So if they need loans for the fees payment and everything for the program, we also help with that. And all these things will be taken care by the India admission counselor, and proper information when the batches are going to start and everything. Another add-on that we help the student is like post-admission services. So let's say later the student faces any challenges or difficulty with the degrees or any program or curriculum. So we will be getting in touch with the university on the student behalf and try to resolve that on priority basis. So this is something that we can do. Whereas if a student who is directly going to official website of university, first of all, how many websites they can search for online MBA? Let's say ChatGPT also gives them the link of universities. They will not give this comparative table also. Student has to go through it on their own after comparing the data. Now, what the student will do, now still they need some guidance how to do the application, when the application fees is there or not, any entrance test is there, where they're going to prepare all those things. So we are providing all this thing to our client without any hassle. So everything will be done by the backend team for them. They just need to put the inquiry. They are getting the counseling, they are getting things done. Entrance tests are there. We are providing the material, test papers also. We are providing them the assistance, how to do it, when to do it. All these things will be done. Whereas if a student is going on their own, they have to figure out all these things on their own, right? So this is what they can do. And plus, we are not charging anything for this process. It's totally free because we are getting the payouts from university. So that's our earnings, right? So that's the benefit that you can say. Now, once everything is done, lead log system happens, student has registered. Now, the backend team here, the India admission counselor, will call the student within 1 hour of raising the inquiry. First, they will get in touch with you, discuss the requirement of your client, and as per the discussion, now they will give a call to your client and explain the entire process, understand the requirement, eligibility, and they will ask the student about the fee structure, their range, and all these things. And then all these comments will be updated in your CRM also. So you can see under the each lead, whatever the status they have now of the lead, it is applied, not applied, eligible, not eligible, interested, not interested. So in the real time, the counselor will update the status and entire conversation which happened between the student and the counselor here. So every date will be there in the comment so that you all are at the same page. In fact, after the call ends with your client, the same counselor is going to update you on your WhatsApp or on a call as well. Because the follow-up part you have to do, right? Sometimes, because if a client is not attending our call, so definitely you have to follow up with your client for the further process. So once this follow-ups and everything happens, now if the student takes the admission happens, so you will also get a notification on your 3 different platforms, that is on your WhatsApp number, CRM, and email also. So you will get a notification. So this is one of the screenshot of the email notification from one of the channel where a student enrolled in one of the program in PwC online certificate program, and it was 9th April last year. So such kind of notification you will get. So once you get this notification, so you will get the payouts. So payouts are settled within a month, and it is released on every academic year whenever the student is going to pay the fees, right? So that means there are better chances here. Now, how the payouts are settled. So, if the admission happens in the first 20 days of any month, from day 1 to day 20th, then the payouts are released the very next month on 5th. That is, within 10 days, your payouts are released, right? And but if the admissions are happening in the last 10 days of the month, starting from 21st to 30 or 31st of every month, then your payouts will be released on the 5th day of the second month. So that's the cycle here, right? And how to check payouts and how much payouts you are going to get. So for this, in your CRM, you have to go to the payout section here. And if you click, you will see Online India Payouts. Once you click, you will see this list of payouts percentage in front of each university name. So if you see, some universities are giving 40%, 45, 35, 50% also you are getting. And IITs and IIMs are giving you flat 70,000 per student, right? So that's the amount that you can expect. So everything is available on your CR. Clear. You can compute as per the student fees is paid. So if a student is paying semester wise, you will get the semester wise amount. If the student is paying the annual fees, you will get it annually, right? So that's how it will work. Fine. Now, what are the popular programs? So we have, most of the time we have BBA, MBAs, BCA, MCA, these kind of program, and for professional executive programs will also be there. So for BBA, it's a bachelor's degree for 3 years and 80 plus specializations we have. And the fees range starts from 46,000 to 2,25,000. The type of universities which offer these programs are like Jain, MET, Lovely, Manipal, Nursi Monji, OP Jindal, UPS, DY Patil, right? Then we have is you can say Chandigarh, Shulini, such type of universities are available, Uttaranchal University. Then online MBA program for freshers. It's 2 years of master's degree. Fees ranges from 1,10,000 to 2,25,000. Then we have is BCA bachelor's degree for 3 years, MCA master's degree for 2 years, 17 specializations. And then we have is the executive program for working professionals. Now here the condition is the candidate must have 2 to 3 years of work experience. That is must. And the fees ranges between 70,000 to 2,50,000. The duration of program, since it's a certificate, so it's between 6 months to 12 months, almost a year. And we have 6, 7 specializations in it. That is AI plus machine learning, digital marketing, HR analytics, data science, UX, UI, project management, and PhD programs. So the type of universities which offer such kind of programs are IMK, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, Symbiosis, MICA, Nursi Monji, OP Jindal, DY Patil, IIT Jodhpur is there, Manipal is also there with us. So such kind of organizations offer these programs. Then we have online executive MBA program for working professionals. Again, 2 to 3 years of work experience is must. And fees ranges between 3 lakh to 12 lakhs. And it's a 2 years of proper master's degree, 80 plus specializations. And the university sample examples are like IMK, IIM Ghaziabad, IIM Amritsar, IIT Jodhpur, IIM Vishakhapatnam, TKN, SP Jain, Goa Institute of MET, then OP Jindal, Manipal, Nursi Monji. So these kind of organizations offer these programs to the student, right? Yes, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. All these online degrees are valid, like right, unlike PhD.
Yeah.
And I forgot. Sorry.
That's fine, right? Yeah, you can check.
Okay. All the IIMs and IITs are paying 70,000 flat, right?
Yeah, you will get 70,000 for every enrollment into IITs and IIMs. They have fixed the payout, no matter which
All the
program you take.
IITs and IIMs.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And these are some of the FAQs which you might want to go through once, though I've already covered these topics. But yes, if you want to go through it, so you can later if any student asks any question or you want a clarity. So these are some of the FAQs related to online admission process.